Your bank account is currently the target of a very specific, very polished aesthetic. It is that ultra-clean, minimalist look that floods your social media feeds with promises of a better version of yourself. This specific store is the latest name popping up in those glossy ads with a sleek website and shapewear that looks high-end. Everything feels professional at first glance. But I decided to peek behind that expensive-looking curtain. What I found was a masterclass in digital smoke and mirrors. Let's start with the birth of this brand. The digital records confirm that the domain was only registered in August of 2025. This store is a literal infant. It has no history. There is no track record. No one has a long-term story about these products because the store barely existed a few months ago. Then you look at what they are actually selling versus what they say they are. The branding screams health and wellness. It talks about weight management and fitness, but look at the catalog. It is almost entirely generic women's clothing and casual outfits. It is a complete mismatch. It is like walking into a doctor's office and finding out they only sell sneakers. I ran a reverse image search on their product photos. Guess what happened next? Those beautiful professional shots are not original. They were lifted from other corners of the internet. This is a classic hallmark of a low-investment operation. These people have likely never even touched the fabric of the items they are trying to sell you. They are just moving pixels around. They want you to believe they are a boutique. In reality, they are just a middleman for a factory they have never visited. Then we get to the contact information. I tried to verify that phone number. It does not belong to the company. It was snatched from an entirely unrelated source. If you have a problem with your order, who are you going to call? There is no one on the other end of that line. Their About Us page is even worse. It is a ghost town. No founder names are listed. No company registration is mentioned. There is no team. There is no history. It is just a name and a vibe floating in the void. I checked the usual spots for real human feedback. Trustpilot had nothing. Reddit had nothing. There are 0 verified reviews from actual human beings who have received a package. This is not a case of mixed reviews. This is a total lack of existence in the real world. It is the definition of emotional damage to your wallet. Every single red flag is flying at full mast here. You have a brand new domain, stolen images, fake contact details, and no customers. This is high-risk territory. My job is to protect your hard-earned money from these polished traps. I spend hours digging into these sites because I hate seeing people get burned. I would rather spend my time roasting these stores than seeing you lose $100 to a ghost. If this saved you from a headache, then the mission is accomplished. Stay skeptical. Don't let a clean website layout override your common sense. We are looking for what is actually worth your money, not just expensive garbage with a pretty face. Keep questioning everything. Stay savage out there.